And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not... exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here's Brian Anger now. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They go back to Gordon here on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. second down. It's Gordon, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater to Sutton, first down Denver. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First down, Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. Now Gordon on first down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bridgewater to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 27, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
All right, D, let's do it. All right, D. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the deep.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. To throw, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. It's a first down and more for Gordon. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They shakes him off. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second and 8. Bridgewater now. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott off play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Prescott now. This to Jarwin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Blake Jarwin, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Dancing to his left. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. It's a gain of 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater to throw. Able to find Judy. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Now Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball